John, Tyrick, first of all, the past few months since the end of March has been pretty weird. How has it been for you guys? Like before you were allowed to come back and play football, how was lockdown? Tyrick, do you want to go first?
It wasn't too bad. I found it decent. Like picked up a couple new little skills and stuff. So I didn't find it too bad.
When you say skills, what do you mean? Good at doing quizzes?
Just like cooking, stuff like that. Just a few new meals.
So who were you with? Are you still living with family?
Yeah, my mum.
Oh, nice. Where's that? Out in Brentford?
Nah, Harrow.
Oh, okay, right. Way up there. Okay.
Yeah.
What about you, John? What you got up to?
Like Tyreek said, I learned a few new things as well. I managed to do a 3-week vegan, or a month vegan. So yeah, and doing football and stuff outside of football, it was decent, to be fair. Like I had a lot of self-motivation to keep my fitness up and, go and do my schedule. So, and I spent a lot of time with my family as well, just being in the house and whatnot.
Yeah, so how was the vegan? Because I'm talking to the right man, because I've been vegan for about 3 years. How did you go? There's loads of food you can have, isn't there?
Yeah. Firstly, I just went Tesco and just bought as much vegan stuff as I could, and then I just ended up putting them together. The transition was easy because obviously I know the benefits that comes with being a vegan and how it can help your performance and your body, as long as you're obviously taking in the right amounts of protein and carbs and whatnot. So yeah, the transition was pretty easy. Yeah.
What do you like to be known as, name-wise? Tyreek, everyone calls you T, don't they? That's your
Yeah, T. Just T or Tyreek.
Tyreek. And what about you, John?
JK.
JK, okay. Call you JK. Okay, so you've been back training with the first team this time. When did both of you hear that you were going to be training with the first team during this period? Tyreek?
You go first. Shall I go first?
Yeah, you go first. Yeah, you're the team.
To be fair, from when I was injured, I stayed with the first team from like pre-season, so I kind of knew, and I was in the Zoom calls and stuff, and I was following the first team's program instead of the 23, so I kind of knew, like, if we was to go back, that I'd be going back with the first team.
Yeah, because it's been pretty good for you, hasn't it? You got injured at the start of the season, but even when you were doing your recovery stuff, you're basically treated as a member of the first team squad now, aren't you?
Yeah. So it was good. But yeah, so I just knew straight away that I was going to be with them.
And John, when did you get the call?
I had a Zoom call with Sean Derry, and he mentioned that a group would be going with the first team. So I was just pretty much waiting for about 1 or 2 weeks to see if I was in the group firstly, and then he told me that I was in the standby group, so I should just be ready. And even though I was keeping fit and everything already, so I was always ready. But yeah, the call came, and yeah, I had to come in for testing, and then yeah.
What's the deal with everyone else in the 18s and 23s? If they're not with the first team, are they just off now until everyone's back in August?
Yeah, they're doing an off schedule right now, so that's just like going on runs on Strava or doing gym sessions on Zoom. Obviously doing their football stuff outside of that. And yeah, I think they're back on Monday, next week Monday. I think they're back in training. So yeah.
Tyreek, you're a defender. How good is it to actually be back able to play proper contact football? Because you can't do much defending without getting near anyone, can you?
Yeah, it's good because like even though like the dribble tracks and all that stuff that you do alone, and when we first came back was good for like your fitness and stuff. Like you didn't get that feel of like tackling someone, getting close to someone, winning the ball. Like all of that, just all of them feelings only just came back now. Like so, it was kind of weird, but it felt good at the same time.
I've seen Roy chat to you quite a lot on the training ground. Is he very hands-on, involved in developing you as a defender?
Yeah, just like anytime we're like having a water break or we finish in a certain part of the session, he will talk to me and tell me what I need to do, like, or what I need to get better at and stuff like that. So yeah, it's good.
JK, what's it been like for you this season? You've played in different age groups, haven't you? You played a lot of football.
I worked my way up to the 23s, and I done well in that, and ended up being called to train with the first team. I think this was, I ended up training with the first team once, and then went back to 23s football. So playing with all age groups, to be honest, it was all fun. All of them had memorable moments, as in, like making my debut for 23s and scoring, or in the FA Youth Cup scoring, and now being with the first team. It's very enjoyable. Like a lot of the players talk to me and help me a lot. Like Tyrick said, that during breaks and stuff, they help me. They talk to me about how I can improve whether it's during a possession drill or a match, or even a passing drill, anything, to be honest.
Tyrick, I reckon about 5 times during last season I asked you how long until you were back playing, and you said 2 weeks. Are you fully recovered now? And what was keeping you up?
Yeah, I'm back now. I used to think it was 2 weeks, but just kept on getting pushed back.
So what was it?
What, the injury?
Yeah.
I don't know the exact like scientific name, but it was like I tore something in my quad, but the main tendon, and then I was supposed to come back around September, and then one of my last couple sessions, like just before my clearance session, I tore it again, but not as bad, but in a different part. So then that one just made me even more cautious. That's why I just, like, even though I could have came back a bit earlier than I did, like, I just didn't, like, the physios and myself didn't really want to rush back, because I kind of rushed myself back last time and then re-injured it.
It's a good time for you to be around the first team, because you've got Patrick Van Arnholt at left back, but Jeff Schlupp as well. But then Jeff has used a lot in midfield and in attacking positions as well. So there's definitely, I know Dougie mentioned your name when he was talking about finding pathways into the first team for the younger players. I feel like it's a good time at the moment for you to be a young left back at Palace.
Yeah, like sometimes when the managers talk to you, he's like, "Oh, you got a real chance. Like, just keep working hard, keep grinding, keep making me say your name in training in a positive way." So that's what I've been trying to do. I'm just trying to go as hard as I can, and then obviously it helps with like the 5 substitutions and stuff. So like everything's in, for a young player, this is the best opportunity to make a name for yourself.
And the same for you, John, as well. There's not that many forwards at Palace, are there, at the moment?
No, there's probably only about four including myself. So, yeah, I'm just hungry to do the same as Tyrick and just get into the first team, hopefully, and just keep working hard, really.
Now, both of you had different routes to get into Palace. We'll come to Tyrick in a little bit, but first, JK, you're from Addiscombe, aren't you? So, how did you first get involved at Palace? Did you do the Premier League kicks, the the same thing that Wilf did, or did you just get?
Oh yeah. So well, first I grew up in Fulton Heath, which is the other side of Sellers Park, and then last year I moved to the other side of Sellers Park again, basically. So when I was 8, I got scouted by Palace, and I went on a 6 weeks trial, but it ended up getting extended to 8 weeks because on the 6th week they were unsure. So after the 8 weeks, I got signed, and yeah, like you said about kicks, that's something in like my area that a lot of people go to, me and my friends, and we go there and just, well, I say we used to, I can't go there anymore, but we used to go there and just enjoy football really. And that's where like the whole sense of like street football comes from kicks, from just playing around with a friend at the local Astro. Yeah, that's about it really.
Have you always been bigger than everyone else, or did you suddenly have a growth spurt? I couldn't believe how. Well, you're 17, aren't you? When I saw you playing the 23s, you're an absolute beast now. You're a giant.
Yeah. From young, I've always been bigger than everyone else. To be honest, I had a growth spurt early. Height-wise, there's a lot of people my age taller than me, but obviously width-wise, I'm a bit, you could say, a bit huge for my age. That's probably down to my genetics. You know, my dad's huge as well. So yeah, I've always been huge from young.
Tyrick, what's he like to play against?
Strong, quick. He's physical, very physical, hands-on.
Yeah, I talked to Gary Issa, and he said that you love the physical side of the game and that you really enjoy playing with your back to goal, which a lot of forwards these days maybe don't always enjoy it so much. Is that something you agree with?
Yeah, I love a physical battle, especially with people older than me. So going with the 23s, I just love getting in every battle I can with the defenders. I just love it, to be honest. And yeah, I like playing my back to goal, but then I just like to spin off and go. So yeah.
And Tyrick, your route to Palace was different. So you weren't a local boy. You were at Brentford, weren't you? They closed down their academy, didn't they? What was that like for you at 14?
It was kind of like, it was shocking because a lot of people have been there throughout their whole academy life. So it was like a little family, to be fair, and it was close. So, and you knew all the coaches and all the players. So when they said they're closing down, because it was like, they literally like a month, 2 months before, they gave out scholars as well. So they gave us scholars and then they closed it down. So it was a bit of a shock, a culture shock. And then at these times I had my GCSEs as well. So I was in two minds. I was thinking about football, but still had to think about school and stuff. But then I heard Palace was interested and stuff. And then I met with Palace, and then it was a good chat, and then I thought, you know, I wanna stay in London. Palace is a good club. Then just went from there.
Yeah, Gary remembers the meeting with you because he said it was 2 days after the FA Cup final, Palace.
Yeah,
and it was in Wembley, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was right next to the stadium.
So what did Palace have to do to persuade you to come across the other side of London?
He just said like it's a good club to like for young players, and these times Wolf, all these players came through. He was just saying like the pathway. He was just telling me the players ahead that if how hard I work, that I can eventually get there. And obviously it paid off, and I got there in the end. He was just telling me it's the best chance, and then obviously playing in the Prem and stuff. And it's a jump from Brentford as well, being in the Championship.
Yeah, and JK, what's Tyrick like to come up against?
He is to come against him. He's very, I don't know. Like sometimes you don't expect him to get the ball, but you just see his long legs, just come and take the ball off you. And he likes to run up and down as well. So if you're on the wing, tracking him is gonna have to have a lot of stamina for one. Yeah, like you said about me, he's very hands-on as well. He likes to get stuck in.
Brilliant.